Welcome back everyone to a brand new video on the channel. Literally brand new, all jokes aside. These days most phone brands like Samsung, etc, release a lot of phones. Samsung released way over 15 smartphones in 2018. If Samsung were to release them with equal amount of time between them, they would have to release a new phone every 22 days. I myself find it confusing and hard to pick one, especially if a phone is released with different names over the globe, or if they are very similar to each other, but have significant difference in price. And if you didn't realize yet, there are many phone brands, so that's going to be a lot of hard work considering you are lazy. I'll be categorizing Samsung's phones into either budget, mid-range, flagship, and going into detail on each one. Now let's start with Samsung's J series phones. That series has been discontinued over 3 months ago. I don't think there's a need to explain the J series, because generally when a phone is discontinued, its price drops. Considering they are cheap now, they are quite value for money, but some better than others. I would recommend the J7 and his cousin J3, both the 2018 versions, which cost around $90 to $120 or 6,000 rupees to 8,000 rupees. But for similar price you can get the Xiaomi Redmi 7, which is better in everything except for the display. But if you want the Samsung phone, you can get the A10, which has a slightly better CPU, GPU, camera than the J7, also Android 9 instead of 8. Or you can get the Samsung Galaxy M10, which I would say is a J7 with a newer design, better camera, and Android 9. So I recommend not to buy from the J series unless you like the old design or you are on a really tight budget like $100. Next is the C series, which has also been discontinued and is hard to find and very low value for money if found. Does it even matter if I tell you which category it fits? Now the Samsung S series. Anyone who knows Samsung knows it. The S stands for Super. They are usually released around the end of February every year and they cost $750 up to $1,600. The latest phones in the S series are the S10e, S10 and S10 Plus. If any of you watching, buy me one and I will upload tomorrow. S series phones are flagships, which basically means they are the best smartphone a company can make. There are 3 more series. The Note 9 is a series well known for its pen. It's simply a plus variant of an S phone with a pen, more features and a less round design. It's usually released in August every year. If you're planning to buy the Note 10, which is coming out in a month, be ready to pay over $1,000. As for the Samsung Galaxy M and A series, the names of the phones don't change. A new phone version of each phone is released every year. Same goes with the G series and C series. The A10 and the M10 are very similar when it comes to performance and camera, but the A10 is a tiny bit better regarding performance and the M10 is a tiny bit better regarding the camera. And also it has an ultra-wide lens, which the A10 doesn't. Adding to that, the A10 turns the table since it has a front LED flash unlike the M10. If we compare the M20 to A20, we can see that the M20 is faster, but the A20 camera captures more details in videos and images, and it takes better photos. With the A20e, the results are the same as the A20 when compared to the M20. When comparing the A30 and the M30, the M30 performs better and that's it. There are no more comparisons that would make sense, but one last thing worth noting is that the M40 and the A60 have the exact same specs. And the A50 is the best value for money out of the whole series, and if you want something cheaper, the best choice is the M10. In conclusion, if you want the best phone, then go with the S series, specifically the Plus model. And if you want the best phone with a pen, then go for the Note series. If you need a phone with a reasonable price, you just get the job done. Buy any of those phones shown on screen. They are arranged from cheapest to most expensive. If you want a really cheap phone, go with anything from the J series, preferably these. thought Samsung's phone series were a lot to understand. Wait until the next video. The video is over. I know I've been going for a really long time, but I just needed a break. My final exams were so stressful. Hopefully you understand. I'm going to take yet another break, but I promise when I come back I'll start uploading every day. Peace.